wala nang magagawa. That's how Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tiu Laurel Jr. describes some farm areas expected to suffer agricultural drought under El Nino. And for the details, we now go live to Mawal journalist Fatima Baduria. Fatima, okay, which areas are most at risk and how does the government plan to offset the expected losses?
Denise, earlier we attended the Food Security Forum organized by the Economic Journalists Association of the Philippines, where we saw Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. in attendance to talk about how they are preparing for the looming El Nino. And unfortunately, Laurel said some regions may be harder hit than others, specifically regions 1 to 3 in Luzon. According to Laurel, these areas may undergo agricultural drought, wherein the soil may have insufficient moisture to support production. And for the lack of moisture in these areas, unfortunately, Laurel said that there is nothing that they can do about this. And the government will have to resort to extending their support in other means. But to offset this deficit in production, DA is planning to double down on its efforts to support the production in other areas that are not affected by the agricultural drought, specifically in Region 4 of Luzon and the other regions in Visayas and Mindanao. So even if production is not as good in other areas, we can still have agricultural yield to depend on. So now let's hear from the Agriculture Secretary himself on what he said on the matter.
There are areas na sinatawag natin agricultural drought. Ibig sabihin niyan, yung moisture ng lupa ay talagang wala na. No? Yung wala na tayo talagang magagawa doon. Those areas, technically, we just have to support the farmers in whatever way possible. Whole of government, yan, EDA, and LGUs, of course. But there are areas naman na mas maraming tubig than usual. Doon tayo mag-double down ngayon ng interventions. More seeds per hectare, more fertilizer support. Parang yung deficit dito sa isang area, increase naman sa kabila.
Okay, Fatima, may binanggit ba si Secretary Tiu Laurel kung meron pang ibang crops aside from palay that would be most affected and would suffer the most loss?
Actually, Denise, he focused lang dito sa palay, no? Especially since regions 1 to 3, we know there are yung ating big producers of palay. So, and talagang malaki rin yung demand in the Philippines for bigas. So, this will be yung talagang binabantayan nila. And actually, he mentioned that they're expecting 700,000 metric tons in loss of palay, but only in palay nationwide. But he mentioned that kailangan nga rin nilang i-monitor yung losses pa in other crops naman, no? Especially with this weather disturbance. Let's hear it again from him.
What is different lang naman now is actually El Nino. Tsaka yung weather disturbance, normally ng El Nino, mas konti naman ang bagyo. Kaya lang kung may dumating, usually malakas.
Okay, pero Fatima, kanina kasi na-mention mo, no, yung boosting production, isa yan sa mga plano nila to help out the farmers. Pero in these areas and these regions na binanggit natin, do they have enough irrigation? May enough ba silang seeds? As well as fertilizer na rin siguro, no, to really significantly boost production?
Actually, Denise, as Laurel mentioned, he made a distinction dito sa areas. Yung regions 1 to 3, sabi nila wala na daw talagang magagawa for the lack of moisture. So talagang ibang support na lang talaga yung mabibigay nila. But for other regions, specifically regions 4 and yung Visayas and Mindanao, dito raw sila makakapagbigay ng seed and fertilizer support para naman kahit walang production doon sa Luzon, Northern Luzon, meron pa ring agricultural yield doon sa iba naman. So yun yung nabanggit ni Laurel na mostly talaga more seeds per hectare daw yung balak nila for yung mga areas na meron pa ring moisture sa soil na maaasahan, and also fertilizer support for this production to still push through, Denise.
Fatima, what about support to the farmers? Meron bang plano to give out financial aid? And how quickly can these farmers, kung sakaling meron, how quickly can they get those assistance as soon as they say na, teka, nadamay kami dun sa crops namin being damaged?
Denise, what Laurel has mentioned so far, they will be doing a whole of government approach daw, and that mangunguna daw dyan yung DA, but then they will also be coordinating with the LGU. But so far, we're still waiting kung anong klaseng support ba ito, whether this is financial or other means. Pero kasi this is for those areas nga na talagang ine-expect nila na magkakaroon ng drought. So we're expecting nga na this will be financial, since wala na raw silang magagawa for that yung wala ngang moisture, at talagang ine-expect nila na malaki nga talaga yung losses dito sa pagdating sa palay and sa kanilang production, Denise.
All right, thank you for those updates. Again, that was mobile journalist Fatima Baduria.